Okay, so Riot was like, we want more people to play support, which I guess is a good thing. It would definitely be good for queue times. But they just had a few points that I wanted to go over. So first of all, this one, like, yeah, I guess so. Um, Although you could argue that like that's the cost of roaming, but I mean, I think it's fair enough. And then for this, I don't actually see why you would want the gold from killing a ward. Like taking 15 gold from your AD carry from killing a ward is like the same thing as taking 15 gold from killing one of their CS. So like, I don't think you want to take that gold. The only difference is that usually clearing a ward, like your goal is to clear vision, and then the gold is just like a side effect. But there's still no reason you would want to have that gold instead of your AD carry. Um, but this was the biggest one. So ceremony is kind of a weird word, but I think what they meant was recognition. Um, because maybe there's a sense that people have that like even if they are having an impact on the game as support, it's not as visible or it doesn't feel as good. Um, and I think Riot's probably right. If if that is happening, then it kind of is a problem because it does discourage people from wanting to play the role. But I guess this is going to be more of a rant about people in general then, because um, I think you have all the recognition you need and all the recognition there could possibly be just from your rank, because that's what reflects how much you contribute to your team winning the game, which is your goal. To so like if you contribute very little to your team winning the game, oh look, you're bronze. If you contribute a lot to your team winning the game, like oh, you're challenger. Um, and all the other stuff like oh, I dealt 40,000 damage on Zyra, or like oh, I placed 15 wards, or oh, like whatever, I had 70 assists as Janna. Like all those like random stats are really meaningless. Like oh, I got an S plus this game. Like and none of that actually matters. Like all that matters is like how much you're contributing to your team winning the game, and that's reflected in your rank. So that's really the only thing you need for recognition, and like the only thing there could possibly be. And when people want to look for anything else, like they could add like total damage shielded or total damage healed, or like total like times people would have died if you didn't shield them, or like random stats like that. But I think the problem is more with people's mindsets of like needing to have some sort of feeling of impact on the game other than just like looking at their like winning or losing the game and their ranking. And then for this, no, I think that at least I always thought like the whole point of the support is that they're a champion that like is effective with less gold. So like they can do whatever, they can be like a damage like Zyra, they can be crowd control, they can be peel like Janna, they can be anything, but like they're effective without much gold. Um, and yeah, recognition of success. This is the same thing. Like clutch saves, for example, aren't highlighted well, even as blah 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 blah. Like the point is, it doesn't matter how it's highlighted or not. It matters like if it wins you the game, which like is reflected perfectly well in whether or not you win games. So it really has all the recognition it could possibly ever need or have. And then itemization. I mean, I think support itemization is pretty cool now. I would even consider adding the like Ionia kite, like sort of weird item I was thinking about earlier. But like, I think they're going a good direction. It's pretty fun with support items, and they're going back to like the idea of like visible power. They're like doing that with redemption and locket, where like when you use those actives, you can feel that you use those actives. And then pregame, I mean, yeah, I love wind speakers, but just personal. I actually like Thunderlords a lot too on Lulu. So like, I think these pregame choices are pretty good. Um, I'm not sure about runes. I think runes are pretty dumb, but whatever. Laning patterns, yeah. I mean, I think all supports are pretty not like super unique, but like they all have their own like styles of playing. I will say that right now, if you want to play a melee support, like you're like, okay, I want to go play Alistar or like Braum or something. You just have to get like completely dicked by like whatever range like poke champ you go against. But so I think that could be an issue in laning. But I feel like most supports are pretty cool right now.